Time to check in on the My Team competition at King of the Court presented by AT&T.
Every weekend, the crown and $10,000 are on the line for those that bring their best.
Congrats to Ty CFB for being crowned King of the Court for 5 weeks.
Will you be next? Get your games in now.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. All right, everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Charlotte Hornets. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. And it's Knipple in at the small forward position. And for Toronto, Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett in at the 3. Wow, the fans are loud in here tonight, Doris. Early season hype is all around us.
This building feels electric right now. Listen, the standings are wide open. Hope is in the air. It's contagious.
Now here's Miller. Passed the ball. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, the great length and the great size of the backcourt, LaMelo Ball continues to improve as an interior scorer.
Ingram, the pass to Quickley. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Now when on ball, primarily seen as a scorer, Emmanuel Quickley's defense is often overlooked, Doris.
It is, B.A., and I think the first thing about his defensive effort is important, right? He works very hard. His navigation over screens. He's very quick with his rotation. He's a really long, rangy athlete. Couldn't agree more about being overlooked defensively.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
It's Barrett on the wing. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable.
One thing you know about Jakob Poeltl, this guy never stops working. What a motor.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Quickley against Ball, and the foul called on Emmanuel Quickley. That's his first foul.
The ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
It's Bridges on the wing. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's big-time leaping ability right there. Bridges can beat any defender once he's that close.
Quickly, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Barnes finds Quickley. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Quickley's got 7 points.
Quickley has incredible confidence and dangerously deep range, folks.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Ball. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out. Ball's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches. What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
Ball passes to Plumlee. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Outside for Ingram. Over Knipple. And it's Toronto with another.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Ball passes to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
It's Barnes on the wing. Outside for Ingram. Over Knipple. And there's Toronto with another bucket. Here's Miller, taking command on offense when they need him, putting up 21 a game. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Left side, Barrett. Kicks it out to Barnes. On the wing quickly. Back to Barnes. 6 to shoot. Here's Barrett. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. After being drafted by the Knicks with the 3rd pick in 2019, we're seeing some nice improvement from R.J. Barrett, Doris.
We are, PA, and when he moved from New York to Toronto, there's 2 areas that really popped for me in terms of improvement. Playmaking. His assist numbers took a massive leap. And the other area, maybe the most needed, was his efficiency. He's a better shooter now from both 2- and 3-point range.
And Toronto calls time here. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Here's Plumlee. Hurdle with the block.
Oh, Pirtle, he is not having it at the rim on the defensive end. That is beautifully done.
Outside for Ingram. Lets the 3 fly. Knipple with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
They get it again. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 6-point lead. Knocked away. Stolen by Bridges. Pass to Ball. Sweet little floater. Ball's got 8.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. BA, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The shot by Ingram, no good. Back to Pirtle. Toronto passing it around. Second chance shot. And the layup good by Barnes.
This Scotty Barnes in his element. He's so confident in the paint.
Ball passes to Bridges. Down low. Here's Plumlee. Nails the baby hook. Plumlee's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Boy, you love that he wants to finish with authority, sending a message to the defense. R.J. Barrett.
What a sensational move, captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. Ball passes to Plumlee. Banked it in off the glass. Give him 8 points now.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Ingram, the pass to Pirtle. Quickly from outside. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Ball outside. Jacks up a 3. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Quickly drives in. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Boy, when Quickly drives, you see that suddenness. And there's also a control there. Both are important.
Hornets trail by 9. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Colin Sexton's checked in for Charlotte. Man comes in for LaMelo Ball. And this gives us a chance to check in on the season's best three-point shooting teams. Number 1, the Raptors.
Having the shooters they have, the best three-point shooting team in the league, it opens up the whole court by stretching the defense out.
Man, the pass to Bridges. And Miller the bucket on the assist by Bridges. Bridges has got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Abaji. Over Miller. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
And this night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now here's Miller. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Up top, Dick. Fires it. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And last season, the Hornets with the second most games missed to injury.
Always tough to overcome significant injuries, especially if it's a rebuilding team. And the other part of that, BA, is it's complicating their ability to evaluate the talent that they do have. All of that requires health. You hope that's on the horizon.
Here's Abaji. Half to the basket by Charlotte. Quickly from outside. No good on that one. His first miss. He's 4 for 5 now. Hornets trail by 9. Left side man. Pass to Plumlee. Over quickly. No good off the back of the rim. Toronto has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And that one's good. Man.
Wow. Trey Mann at that size showing a little grittiness on the interior.
Pass to Mobo. Outside Dick. Takes the 3. Miller pulls it in. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They trail by 9. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Now here's Miller. And pass to Miller. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Shed, he's checked in for Toronto. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Miller. Here's Dick. 17 points in his last outing. And they'll get another chance. Abaji. 1:46 left in the first. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass. They have no answer defensively inside.
Toronto leading by 5. And he makes it.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Plumlee, and stolen by Dick. Here comes Toronto on the push.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. Sexton passes to Plumlee. Dick against Dinwiddie, and here's Sexton. For 3, Bridges. Here's Plumlee. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Plumlee's got 10.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Abaji. Here's Shed. And stolen by Sexton. And here's the fast break. Dinwiddie against Dick. There's the steal. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bridges outside. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Oh, no good on on the last second attempt there. A big-time effort for Emmanuel Quickly, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. Spencer Dinwiddie is out there with Smith, and it's Knipple in at the 3. Barrett, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Smith outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Plumlee. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Looking at who's out there now for Toronto. Hurdle's checked in for Bobo, and Ingram is subbed in for Walter. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And they'll be nearing the end of their 5-game homestand. Well, the Hornets shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count. Yep, that one goes.
There is such a length that comes with LaMelo Ball. This guy's ability to finish in the paint is really admirable.
And Barnes, the bucket, on the assist by Barrett. 6 points for Scotty Barnes.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Charlotte's shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Second team foul. Shooting for Charlotte.
And the first one at the line is good. Quickly is checked in for Shed. So he gets them both.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
To the inside, Hurdle. Plumlee pulls down the board. Hornets trail by 9. Pass to Knipple. Over Ingram. Charlotte again missing. For Toronto, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. And I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
It's time for your doorstep drill.
Miller's checked in for Charlotte. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
You look at Miller, and I can see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And there you have it. This year's dunk contest field looks incredible. We'll keep you up to date in the voting.
That is always a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Watching guys just fly through the air. And I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
And when it comes to adding sizzle to the steak, Just watch LaMelo Ball, Doris.
I love that, B.A. Certainly, entertainment is a big aspect of this young man's game. The fancy dribbling, the no-look passes, the range on his three-point shooting. He alone can be worth the price of a ticket.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Well, the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against, and you can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take the thing you've got. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Guys, you can tell Scotty Barnes is locked in on the offensive end, and now he's found a rhythm, and there is no backing down.
Plumlee against Pirtle. Pass to Knippel. And there's the lob. It's tipped. It's stolen by Barnes. And a fast break now for the Raptors.
Well, you can't fall asleep on R.J. Barrett. Got the size, got the ups. Go ahead. Easy work right there, R.J.
Ball with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Knicks in New York. To the wing, right side. Bridges outside to end the run. Buries it from three. Bridges has got 5 now.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
To the paint. And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
Emmanuel quickly in a rhythm right now, and he is absolutely a tough cover.
Out to Bridges. There's the triple. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Pirtle finds quickly. Pirtle with the bucket. Pirtle's got his second basket of the night.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Emmanuel quickly with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
And the Raptors making a change here. Abaji's checked in. Man, he's checked in for Charlotte. Here's Ball, driving inside, and Ball throws it down.
Wow, you see the decisiveness right there with LaMelo Ball. Makes up his mind on the drive that he's going to dunk it.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Hornets trail by 16. Pass to Bridges. Now here's man, covered by Ingram. Shot from 12. Again, Charlotte.
Man in pick and roll action very often wants to call his own number. He does so right there.
Here's Abaji. He's guarded by Bridges. Quickly passes to Ingram. Quickly against Ball. And it's Quickly. That time on the assist by Ingram. Ingram's got 5 assists tonight.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Plumlee, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Quickly. Launches a 3. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
A great pass, and Quickly makes great use of it.
Now here's Plumlee. Miller outside. Rebound, Toronto. It's Barrett on the wing. Toronto passing it around. Here's Barnes, and there's Toronto with another bucket.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Will it go? Ooh, and an air ball on that one. Way off. Toronto leading by 21. Abaji, the pass to Ingram. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Now here's Quickly. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And here's Bridges. Give him 8 points now. There's Ball with a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on man.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
Toronto shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. That free throw good from Barnes. Doris, you really got to love Scotty Barnes' infectious positive attitude.
B.A., those players that bring joy every single night to their craft, it absolutely permeates the rest of the roster. Not only is Scotty incredibly talented on both ends of the floor, but he's all about team, and he's trying to win, and those attributes absolutely affect the guys around him. Brady Dick says, I've got some vertical, folks. Look out.
Thank you.
And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for Charlotte. Up and in on the layup. Dinwiddie's got 4 points in the quarter.
High percentage look. You can't ask for much more than that.
Walter from outside. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Charlotte has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Sexton. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Well, slicing his way to the cup. Sexton's so dangerous on the drive.
Pass to Shed. Back to Dick. Right wing. Walter from outside. Miller pulls it in.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
No coverage that time. Miller's got 6.
Boy, how fluid and confident is Brandon Miller shooting the basketball.
Pass to Shed. Here's Mobo. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
And it's good for 2.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Here's Barnes, and there's Toronto with another bucket.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now, and the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Pass to Dinwiddie. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Dick, the pass to Barnes. Here's Shed. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
Thank you.
Barnes has got his 5th assist in this one.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Now here's Sexton. Give him 8. From downtown. The rebound by Shed.
How about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Outside Barnes. Here's Shed. He's checked by Plumlee. Shed, that's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Bridges. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Shot clock at 6. Miller outside. 3-pointer. Deflected. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Murray Boyles. And so it's Toronto in total control, up by 29 going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Back to the game after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still 1 half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you see it?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Charlotte.
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. Do not be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Emmanuel quickly with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
In it forward, it's Barrett and Barnes. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Shed in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Charlotte is shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Knipple with a bucket.
Yeah, don't think Knipple relies only on spot-up shooting. He can surprise you with some moves off the dribble.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Quickly is checked in for Toronto. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And Barrett, no good on that one.
You know, certainly we've seen R.J. Barrett productive as a scorer. I think the key for him moving forward is just be as efficient as possible.
Now here's Bridges. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Takes it inside. Oh, okay then.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T connected cam. Here's Ingram, outside Barnes. From behind the arc. Miller pulls it in. And it's the Hornets on the break. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And Ball gets it to go.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
It's picked off. And he's all alone. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
You love the fact that LaMelo Ball is not timid about drawing contact on the interior. Get that foul drawn, LaMelo.
And so Ball nails both of them. 90 seconds into the second half now. Pass to Quickly. And here's Barnes. Outside for Ingram. And here's Poeltl. He's checked by Plumlee. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Quickly into the lane. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
That's about activity, determination, Quickly finishing strong.
Poeltl against Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
The shot by Ingram, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Back to Quickly. Poeltl with the bucket. Poeltl's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right? Right at the rim.
Miller on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one. Right side Ingram. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
A natural scorer. Every single year, Ingram seems to take another leap in his game.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Ingram.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram doesn't get enough credit for his growth as a free throw shooter. He shot below 70% from the line in his first 3 seasons, but since then, he hasn't dipped below 80. They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
And it's quickly. That time on the assist by Ingram. Ingram's got 6 assists in the game. The Hornets have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. Ball outside. Launches it. It's tipped. And he stays with it. Off target with the 3.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
The drive by Ingram.
The length of Ingram is something else. Gets up to slam it in a second's notice because of it.
Here's Ball. Give him 23. Timeout call. The Hornets.
Get back, Theo. It's time for your North Side crew.
Abaji's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And a change for the Hornets. Smith, he's checked in for Miller. Ball passes to Plumlee. The floater. Here's Smith. And Ingram with the block.
I know they love to see Ingram make big plays on defense, and that's the energy they want from him.
Drills it from deep. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Toronto?
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Oh, the athleticism of Ingram. Exceptional at skying up for slams.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Ball outside. Bridges outside. The kick out to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. They need this. Bridges misses.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And the basket by Abaji.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo, shot after shot going down.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, there's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, what does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game? These are all good questions. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. Smith, no good.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
There's Ball with a 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Barrett on the wing. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Knipple with a bucket.
Keeping busy on the glass. Knipple not letting any possessions go to waste.
Here's Barrett. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Ball outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got 12 points in just the second half.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
He slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. Charlotte's gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Smith against Ingram, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Boy, his ball security flawless in the first half, but since then, it's an absolute disaster.
Some changes for Toronto. Dick comes in for Barrett. Shed comes in for Quickly. Charlotte also making some changes. Williams comes in for Plumlee, and it's Man in for LaMelo Ball. Now here's Dick. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Here's Knippel. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Knippel's got 6 in the quarter. Dick with it. He's against Smith. Dick gets the bucket.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Pass to Knippel. Now Williams. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Williams has gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, sometimes what separates Grant Williams is the power he plays with, great strength.
Hurdle with the bucket.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Now here's Bridges. 10 points for him. And it's Bridges with the jam.
You've combined strength, athleticism, unbelievable hops. Miles Bridges, yes, sir.
This one's for 3. Nails it from 3. Agbaji's got 9.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And that one's good, man.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Trey Mann from 3. That's the answer they were looking for.
Here's Shed. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Mann. Pass to Knippel. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram. Charlotte shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first one falls.
If there's anybody that can come out of college and command leadership right away, it's Con Knippel.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in for Bridges, and Sexton subbed in for Smith. Here's Shed. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. Number 1, the Raptors.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
And he drops a first. Both shots good from the strike. The Hornets shooting nearly 60% from the floor in the third. From 12 feet, Mobo with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Murray Boyles. The 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Right side man. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Well, Trey Mann, the old-fashioned and one. Great work drawing the contact.
And Charlotte making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
14 foul.
Here's Dick. Hits the three-pointer. Dick's got 12 points in the game.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
Pass to Diabate. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Here's Walter. For 3. Murray Boyles can't get it to go. And for the Hornets, their shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. And is blocked. And he recovers it. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at Toronto, they love where they stand right now, first place. And of course, Charlotte, far behind in the standings.
You know, for the Raptors, they've really delivered a performance so far that few people expected. That's why we say this game isn't played on paper, it's played on the hardwood.
Absolutely. You can tell they are relishing their status as underdogs. It has fueled an impressive start. It's hard for them to cut into this lead when he's firing zeros. All period, he's been so cold.
Over to the wing. Here's Murray Boyles, and the shot goes.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Walter, first personal foul. 4th team foul.
Here's Dinwiddie going inside.
Well, just incredible ability on the drive. This guy, Spencer Dinwiddie, so difficult to contain.
Pass to Walter. Over Dinwiddie. And there's Toronto with another bucket. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Here's Dinwiddie. Blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hornets will retain possession. Miller's checked in for man.
Charlotte, substitution. Miller.
On the wing, Sexton. Give him 8 points now. And here comes the break. Here's Murray Boyles. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Murray Boyles has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Here's Dinwiddie. Cashes in the 12-footer.
This guy's such a strong mid-range shooter.
Up in time. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end of the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's Toronto, showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hornets. We've got Smith. Williams is out there with Pat Connaughton. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Diabate in at the 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hornets will retain possession.
Charlotte ball.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And that one's good. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
Pass to Walter. Up and over Smith. Walter can't get it to go.
Boy, maybe nothing more important than what just happened. Protecting the rim without fouling.
A nice shot by Smith.
Tough make by Smith inside. He had to work around their physicality.
Toronto passing it around. Walter from outside. Knocks down the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Williams. Back to Connaughton. Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's gotten 4 this quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Shed. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
You don't expect them to bust out the spin move, but that adds to the element of surprise.
And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Hornets. Picked it! And a fast break now for the Raptors. Shed, that's good.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Smith, no good.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Walter. Here's Mobo. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
Dinwiddie passes to Williams. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Unloads. And it's Shed missing.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up. Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the bucket simply will not go down.
Here's Murray Boyles. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Here's Mann. Pass to Williams. Got it.
Wow, point-blank range for Grant Williams. Makes the play.
The Raptors have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. And for the Hornets, they're shooting a terrific 56% so far in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Smith.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Pass to Abaji. Ooh, stolen by Smith. It's Williams, high post. On the wing, Connaughton. Now here's Williams. Smith outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High arcing shot. Goes back up. Abaji with a rebound. Agbaji's got 6 rebounds in the game. A nice shot by Murray Boyles.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Diabate, and he sinks the 11-footer.
The assist.
And to encourage more mid-range and post play, some have suggested moving the three-point line outward.
I do not like this idea, BA. You can't move the corner any further back. How many sideline violations do we already have? Let the game play as is.
And the Hornets with possession here. The Raptors making their last shot. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Toronto. On Sunday, they'll host the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, anything can happen in the NBA. But they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
That free throw no good. Green's checked in for Charlotte. And he's good on the second.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
A nice shot by Murray Boyles.
I'll tell you, he comes out of the locker room, and all of a sudden, he's a different guy.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Pass to Diabate. And he gets that one. Diabate's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Toronto passing it around. Takes a 3. And it's Shed missing. The Hornets have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. It's deflected. Inside.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Now Smith. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its uses.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes, because ultimately, these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right. Well, this is a big part of his game, creating offense for his team off the glass.
It's stolen by Green. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And there's Smith. That one's good on the assist by Green.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
And the layup is good off the glass.
Boy, how about the agility of Josh Green right there, making the right move against contact.
Here's Shed. Kept alive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First team foul. At the line for your Raptors.
And he can't get the first one. So for the Hornets, Plumlee's checked in for Diabate. Bridges comes in for Williams. And Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Green. The Hornets shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Pass to Bridges. We've had the in-season tournament for a few years now, Grant. What's your opinion on it?
You know, B.A., I think it's working out pretty well. I mean, the NBA Cup is drawing increased fan interest, and the players are invested. So what's not to like about it?
Here's Murray Boyles. Half to the basket by Charlotte. Here's Mobo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Miles Bridges.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Line for your Raptors.
And he makes the first. Toronto making a switch here. Dick's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Here's Mann. And the bucket is good.
Yeah, the tight window that Trey Mann had to create from, that's a big-time bucket, folks. He made it look easier than it is.
Here's Shed. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Plumlee's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And that one's good. Mann's got 4 points this quarter.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Shed. Cans it from short range.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Pass to Plumlee. Now Mann. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Certainly he has the ability to take over games. Dick's doing it early in his career.
Well, the Hornets shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Now here's Smith. Here's Murray Boyles. Toronto passing it around. Here's Shed. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got rebound number 11. Outside Mann. Dinwiddie passes to Mann. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Raptors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Scotty Barnes.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor. Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level. Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Bridges, left side. And yep, it's good.
Miles Bridges has steadily built an offensive arsenal that is so impressive. Doesn't matter what the defense sends at him, he finds a way to score it.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Charlotte substitution.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.